In only 8 years since it opened as a youth sports destination, Grant Park has established itself as a leader in sports tourism. In a field that's becoming crowded, how can Grant Park reach new heights? Mondays with the Mayor starts now. Westfield Mayor Andy Cook, Grant Park was your idea, and what in 8 years has it accomplished?
You know, Chris, it's accomplished everything that we wanted it to do. Number one was to create an economic commercial tax base, and it has done that beyond our expectations. Number two was to establish an identity for the city of Westfield, and frankly, we are now known as the capital for family sports all across America, literally. And thirdly, it has become really a mecca for our local people to enjoy youth sports for our little ones all the way through high school and all. So it's been highly successful.
In March, though, the Westfield Redevelopment Commission issued what's known as a request for proposal to solicit proposals for a new operator or maybe even a buyer for the 400-acre sports park. So, yeah. Mayor, why do that?
Wow, that's a great question. Look, it's my job to think far ahead. I have to look beyond, hey, look, Grant Park is the jewel in the country right now. What's going to happen in 5 to 10 years? We'll have competition. Somebody will come out with something perhaps bigger than this. So we have to think down the road. And I firmly believe that we need to examine bringing in the private sector, be it for management, perhaps lease, or an outright purchase. That is the purpose of the RFP. It is merely to engage companies to answer questions, frankly, to questions we don't even know what to ask. There's nothing like this in the country. It's not like selling of the utility that we did several years ago. I look back on that now, boy, that was easy. This is going to be very difficult, but I also believe that in many aspects, especially with what's turned out to be a very profitable endeavor, that government can only go so far.
And this is a way to bring it to a new level.
That would be the objective. And let's be very clear. Grant Park is not bleeding money. Grant Park is perfectly capable of paying its own debt. It shows an operating profit. So it's making money in addition to developing our tax base.
Yeah, that was leading me to the next series of questions. We're going to sort through some fact and some fiction about that RFP process, okay? You just talked about Grant Park not bleeding money. The city doesn't have to sell it.
No, we do not have to sell it.
Next one. The park will be sold to developers who will raise it and then build homes here.
You know, I've heard that rumor, and I'll just have to say that is totally untrue. So, no, we're not going to plow it up and turn it into residence either.
Okay, then we go to the next one. Grant Park was not built as a city asset that should be held forever.
Well, I think that's a very true statement. I think we need to look at moving it to the next level. This park has the opportunity for further investment. Frankly, that the city just doesn't have the access to capital that the private sector has. I mean, we could take this acreage, we could turn some of our natural fields into artificial fields, we could add further lights to extend play time and season. We have space for 2 stadiums out here that could be built and further enhance attendance, and technology. You know, we need to be a leader in technology in sports, and we're doing okay, but again, we don't have the access to capital, not only to invest in the things, but to invest in people. Those that work out here, wonderful, wonderful people. I can't pay them what the private sector could pay them, and they do a wonderful job.
I also want to say the proposals are due by June 22nd, but then what happens after that?
Well, Chris, we have a 5-member panel that we've put together, some city people, some private people, somebody from a city council. They will open privately, because this is all proprietary information, because it's going to be very competitive. They will review all of the proposals. They will go through a comparative process, and then we'll begin the probably long, involved process of negotiating with those proposals that meet our criteria.
So June 22nd, it won't happen overnight.
It
Nothing is going to happen
It
overnight.
will be months and months just to analyze what we get, because we've had I believe 14 to 16 firms have signed the letter to commit to submitting a proposal, which we're very pleased with. We have no idea what this is going to involve. We'll find out.
Mayor, thank you. Grant Park today.
A lot of fun.